So damn ugly. Vintage Radio by Lattafa. This is the box it came in. I only show you guys the box when I really like it. So this is the box. It opens up like that. And fragrance comes out like that. So the box is pretty cool. It's the same box that Brioche Vanille came with. The same type. Brioche Vanille has like this wood grain type. This has more like a leather type box. This is the bottle for Vintage Radio. I do not like these bottles. These bottles are very strange to me.
That's weird.
They're just a solid square with a picture on it, a raised picture on it. It just feels a little dated. It doesn't scream luxury, in my opinion.
That's my opinion!
And let's spray it. Before we go into this, I'd like you to take a moment and please hit that subscribe button and that like button so you don't miss future videos from me. Thank you. Vintage Radio by Lattafa. This has macerated for about, or this has matured for about a week. This is a new fragrance for me. I bought it recently. I wore it for about 3 days. And let me tell you about the top notes. We have lavender, sage, and bergamot. The middle notes, we have plum, Palo Santo, and black pepper. And then the base, we have sandalwood and oud. This is supposed to smell like Paragon. I've never smelled Paragon, so I can't give you like this is an 80%, 90%, whatever of Paragon. If you're interested in knowing how this compares to Paragon, I can 100% get a decant of it. But right now, I'm just going to talk about this in isolation, what this is giving you. This scent is probably the first scent that I have in all my collection, or the first one I've tried in all my collection that has absolutely no vanilla in it, which is surprising. To me, it seems like all Lattafa fragrances have vanilla in it. So this is a breath of fresh air to have something that has absolutely no vanilla in it whatsoever. When you first spray this on you, you get what I, at this point, consider to be Lattafa's signature, which is a burst of sweetness and spice. That sweetness is 100% coming from the plum. After about 2-3 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, that sweetness becomes more muted and almost disappears after maybe 30 minutes. And what's left behind is a plum note that I wouldn't necessarily call sweet, with sandalwood, and then a punch of tartness from the bergamot. That's what you get. You get like plum that is, if it's sweet, it's just a little bit sweet. Sweet enough so you perceive it. Sandalwood, so wood, and then tartness from the bergamot. Those are the three main notes that you get. This is a decidedly unisex scent to me. It has a heavy focus on being a daily wear. So it doesn't feel aggressive. It doesn't feel obnoxious. This smells drastically different on skin and on clothes. On skin, at least my skin, the woodiness overpowers everything else. So when I spray this on my skin, the woodiness is much more powerful than anything else, and that's mostly what I get from it. On clothes and on paper, it's considerably sweeter. The plum takes over the sandalwood. This is not a beast in the slightest. I think you can expect maybe 3 feet of projection from overspraying. It might be because it hasn't aged enough. When I got it, I expected like a lot of projection based on the reviews, but to me, it just didn't project that well. It just projected it was a very personal bubble. Even with obnoxious overspraying, it didn't project that much. It lasts about 6 hours, and by hour 4, maybe 5, it becomes a skin scent. This is probably one of the most highly recommended fragrances online. I've seen videos of it. I've seen it recommended on Reddit. I've seen it recommended on TikTok. I've seen it recommended everywhere. It makes people's top tier lists all the time. People love this scent. And I get it because it smells niche. It smells fancy. It smells different. It's not a very commonplace smell. So I totally get why people would gravitate towards this.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me right now.
The only people who don't like the scent are the ones that compare it to the original Paragon. And if you do that, you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Disappointed!
As its own scent, it's really nice. I get the idea of niche from it. This screams niche, this screams exclusivity. So I totally get that. This has a rating of 4.46 out of 5 with 783 votes. So it doesn't have a massive amount of votes, but the votes it has, it scores really high. I don't know why, but this fragrance, it gives me wearing a comfortable sweater in a log cabin kind of vibes, and I'm living for it. I really like that. It kind of eases my anxiety. In terms of rating, I would give this an 8 out of 10, 100%. It's really good. While I like that it's an easily worn scent, this is an everyday scent. This could easily be your signature scent. I think what's keeping me from really, really loving this scent is the fact that it kind of becomes a skin scent pretty quickly. To me, 5 hours is quickly because I don't like to reapply. I don't take fragrances with me, so I don't reapply them. I also tend to lean more towards sweet smells. I think I'm going to use it as a layering scent with other things. So for example, this with Johari would be great. This with Cahier Confection would be great. This with December would be fantastic. It's cheap. It's cheap. It smells niche. It smells nice, and it seems to be a massive crowd pleaser. Everybody loves it. So it makes financial and logical sense to me that you would get it. Your return on investment is high. If you get this and you don't like it, you can gift it to someone who will. And if you do like it, you just got yourself a unique fragrance that you're going to like. There's no downside to getting this type of fragrance. What do you guys think? Have you gotten this yet? I mean, everybody seems to have gotten this fragrance already, but have you gotten Vintage Radio? Is this something you're interested in? Does the bottle keep you from getting it because it's so damn ugly? Give me your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and remember to always smell your best. See ya.